your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. France closing its borders and declaring a state of emergency tonight after a hostage situation and an outbreak of shootings and explosions that rocked the City of Lights. We can now tell you that the Paris assault has ended with the unconfirmed death toll now over 153. People killed in that attack and many more injured. French police say all 5 of the attackers are now dead, but there may be accomplices who are still on the loose. NBC correspondent Keir Simons reports on the very latest.
Chaos on the streets of Paris tonight, gunfire ringing out, and simultaneous reports of an explosion at a restaurant. Amid the confusion, there appeared to be 4 separate incidents. Reports of 100 people taken hostage at a theater where the American band Eagles of Death Metal out of LA was playing. Witnesses hearing at least 20 shots and seeing more than 15 dead. A shooting in a shopping mall, a separate attack at a restaurant, at least 11 people killed there alone, and police said 2 suicide attacks outside the French National Stadium, the Stade de France, just outside Paris, where France and Germany were holding a soccer match. An explosion could be heard from inside the stadium. The game over, fans were held on lockdown as shooting continued across Paris. One of the spectators was French leader President Hollande, rushed from the stadium. Within an hour, he was chairing an emergency meeting, while French police and military flooded the streets, some seen carrying away the injured. Sickening scenes, echoes of the Charlie Hebdo attack, when multiple shooters targeted a magazine office. On Twitter, "Paris is burning" began trending. In Paris, there is shock and fear tonight.
And Paris residents are opening their doors to those stranded by the attacks. There is extra security tonight on Capitol Hill. Meantime, suicide bombers killing dozens over the past 2 days, with ISIS claiming responsibility. Today, an attack during a memorial service in Baghdad with at least 21 dead as a result, and Lebanon declaring a national day of mourning after 2 suicide bombers killed more than 43 people yesterday in the Lebanese capital. Meantime, it's being called a major win in the war on ISIS. U.S. military leaders say they are reasonably certain that they've killed the terrorist known as Jihadi John. He is the cold-blooded killer seen in ISIS videos, speaking very good English and beheading hostages, including 3 Americans. The military targeting the man in a drone strike with a Hellfire missile. Authorities say they've confirmed that the ISIS frontman is definitely dead, or that confirming that it will be very difficult and possibly time-consuming as well. It's a decision that will land right in the middle of the 2016 presidential campaign. The Supreme Court agreeing to review a Texas abortion law in a case that could be one of the most important abortion decisions in 25 years. The Texas law has 2 requirements. Clinics providing abortion services must meet the same medical standards as ambulatory surgical centers, and doctors providing abortion services must have admitting privileges at nearby hospitals. As a result, the number of clinics providing abortion services in Texas has dropped from 42 down to 19. If the Supreme Court upholds the law, that number could fall to 10. Supporters of the law say it is intended to protect the health of patients. Proponents say its purpose was to shut down clinics so that there are fewer abortions in Texas. The ruling, which could affect laws in at least 12 other states, is expected to be announced in June. South Dakota currently has 1 abortion clinic, Planned Parenthood in Sioux Falls. Recently, Planned Parenthood has come under fire for controversial videos. As the Democratic presidential hopefuls prepare for their next debate this weekend in Iowa, the crowded GOP field is scattered at campaign stops across the country. Some say frontrunner Donald Trump is going over the line with his latest remarks. NBC's Jay Gray has the latest.
Ben Carson shaking hands in South Carolina this morning while shaking off the latest attack from Donald Trump.
Politics of personal destruction. That's what people are sick and tired of.
Except perhaps the GOP frontrunner. Targeting Carson during this campaign stop, questioning his account of lunging at someone with a hunting knife as a teen, something Carson is credited with leading him to his Christian faith.
And amazingly, the belt stayed totally flat. And the knife broke. How stupid are the people of Iowa? How stupid are the people of the country to believe this crap?
And he wasn't done there. Trump's plan for ISIS?
I would bomb the shit out of them.
And his border plan? Assemble a deportation force to remove more than 11 million undocumented immigrants. All part of a 95-minute campaign rant last night in Iowa.
This speech really was off the rails. He just went too far.
Some analysts saying it could be the break several in the crowded GOP field have been looking for.
So you will start seeing people pay, again, attention to Cruz, Rubio, Bush. They will all come back.
Those three, along with Trump, are among a dozen Republican hopefuls taking part in the GOP Sunshine Summit in Orlando over the next 2 days. That while the Democratic candidates prepare for their next debate at Drake University in Des Moines this weekend. Jay Gray, NBC News.
Meantime, in South Dakota, a man involved in administering a Native American college readiness program has resigned. The Mid-Central Educational Cooperative has accepted the resignation of former Gear Up program administrator Stacy Phelps. Last month, Phelps also resigned from the State Board of Education. Governor Dennis Dugard says that Phelps' departure was due to many questions surrounding the Gear Up program. The program is in the spotlight because of a murder-suicide involving 2 co-op employees. Authorities believe that Scott Westerhouse killed his family and then himself hours after the state canceled a $4.3 million contract with Mid-Central to administer the federal Gear Up grant. State and federal authorities are investigating Gear Up financial records. The process of finding a new superintendent for Rapid City area schools is making progress. The consulting firm of McPherson and Jacobson saying they've completed phases 1 and 2 of the superintendent search process. Those phases included work with the school board and with the community to identify criteria for a new superintendent. Yesterday, consultants meeting with the Board of Education to begin writing interview questions and to discuss the logistics of the interview process. The deadline for submitting application materials is now set for January 4th. Current Superintendent Dr. Timothy Mitchell announcing his resignation earlier this year, saying he would like to pursue other employment opportunities that would be located closer to his family. Dr. Mitchell's resignation will be effective June 30th of this coming year. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And on this Friday, the petrodollar dance in full effect as we see a drastic decline in crude oil prices today. That taking energy stocks and those inextricably connected financials along with it. The Dow dropping 203 points, 17,245. The NASDAQ Composite down 77 to 49.28. The S&P 500 down 23 to 20.23. And gold rising today, $2.30 to $1,083.30 on this day of trade. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio, whose stock is ever on the rise.
On the way up, no kidding.
Especially with all these beautiful fall days that we've had.
It's just incredible.
You're reaping all the bounty of all the good public will that's coming your way.
Yeah.
I can only imagine a trip to the grocery store for you.
Oh, my goodness.
Do they toss rose petals, Bob?
Oh,
when you walk in, they
my
toss
shoulder hurts. My shoulder hurts. You can only take so many of those, Yeah. And I'm going to take a few more tomorrow and Sunday as well, Shad.
Pretty popular guy.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Look at some of the high temperatures around the area today. 60 out there at Ellsworth, 59 Spearfish, 57 Buffalo, 51 though in Custer. A little bit cooler in the higher elevations. So what? Beautiful day, plenty of sunshine today, and that's what we expect Saturday and Sunday, and we're going to warm those temperatures up a little bit as well. But changes next week, folks, and we'll be talking about that during weather.
See, much like this warm weather, I know that you bottle up that adulation, and you save it for the days when it's 20 below with a 40-mile-an-hour wind,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
You get it both ways. So we'll get more details coming up in Bob's forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Menards has the sale that lets you save big on over 65,000 items. So get ready, get set, and save with an 11% rebate on everything. Hurry in and save big, because now is the perfect time to save on all of your projects with an 11% rebate on everything, including sale prices. That's savings on top of savings. Get everything you need with an 11% rebate going on now.
The Veterans Day sale at Furniture Row is ending soon. Everything is on sale throughout the store. Sofas and sectionals in every style starting at $299. Over 100 accent chairs to choose from starting at $199. Queen bed sets starting at $3.99. Solid wood dining sets starting at just $3.99. Plus 4 years no interest, with no down payment for veterans and their families. For the best quality at the best price, come to the Veterans Day sale. Ends Thursday.
Pairing thick-cut onion rings with Angus steak. You've heard of that. But topping that tender steak and crispy onion ring with A1 Special Reserve sauce? You've never heard of that. Because that's never been done. Not until Arby's and A1 buddied up to make a sandwich like the world has never seen. Is anyone else freaking out about this? Arby's, we have the meats.
If it's in your nature to be the first one out there, don't miss the Cabela's pre-Black Friday sale. Find great deals like $90 off Leupold 10x42 binos, $60 off a Cuddyback trail camera, and save big on select flannel shirts, now just $19.99. Plus, don't miss our one-day deals where you'll find some of our lowest prices of the season. Start the holiday season off right at Cabela's pre-Black Friday sale. In store or online at Cabela's.com.
Speed, reliability, performance, quality. Everything you like about your truck, you will like about Quick Lube. Stop by and their professional staff will perform a tire rotation, 16-point inspection, chassis lube, and an engine and oil filter change. Plus receive a free Super Tunnel car wash. Now offering tire rotations during your oil change. Quick Lube is your no-appointment, one-stop oil change and tire rotation shop.
All bets are off in New York State for two highly lucrative fantasy sports companies. The New York Attorney General sending cease and desist letters to DraftKings and FanDuel earlier this week, ordering them to stop operating in New York State because he says they violate New York laws against illegal gambling. Now South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley is speaking out about the sports betting sites and how New York's decision could impact South Dakota. Jackley says in a written statement that he recognizes that fantasy sports betting has gained national attention due to its popularity. He says there are concerns about potential federal and state violations. Jackley also says that before taking any action as South Dakota Attorney General, he is waiting for potential guidance from the South Dakota Gaming Commission. The commission has placed the issue of fantasy sports betting on its November 18th commission meeting agenda. In the year 2000, the legislature enacted laws that specifically prohibit using the internet to accept or pay wagers at any location within the state. But fans of fantasy football are not taking this blow lying down. Dozens of disgruntled fantasy sports players lining the sidewalk outside the office of the New York Attorney General, chanting and carrying signs. The event was organized by FanDuel on Facebook just days after Schneiderman ordered FanDuel and DraftKings to shut down their betting operations in New York. The Attorney General claiming that the companies are participating in forms of illegal gambling. The protesters say that their goal is to protect the rights of players of daily fantasy sports. Well, tonight, one of Rapid City's premier social events, The Goods, taking place at the Dahl Arts Center. That festive evening celebrating our community's artistic talent with an anonymous art exhibit where ticket holders can sign up to win their favorite piece. The event including an art raffle, silent auction, music, wine tasting, and food from local restaurants and caterers. All money raised goes to the Rapid City Area Arts Council's highly acclaimed art programs.
We do changing exhibits throughout the year with local and regional and sometimes international artists here at the Dahl Arts Center. We have art classes for all ages and skill levels from preschools through to 102. And we also have a performing arts program where we put on different concerts throughout the year and our emerging artists program.
The Arts Council is excited as they continue to teach and inspire art in the community. Well, as November progresses, we may see more men sporting beards. Organizations like the Rapid City Fire Department taking part in No Shave November. The Rapid City Fire Department Station 7C shift will not be shaving their mustaches for the month of November. During No Shave November, they will be raising money for a program called Full Circle, which houses expectant mothers with substance abuse issues and their children. These children have a shortage of toys and bikes.
Us being into fitness and whatnot, we thought, well, what a great way to, help children live a healthy lifestyle than give them some bikes. And we were fortunate enough that Strider, a local bike company here, gave us a great deal on bikes, so we're going to be able to provide more than we normally would be able to.
They are raising funds through a GoFundMe page, and you can donate by going to GoFundMe.com and searching Rapid City Fire Department, Station 7C. The shift hopes to raise $1,000 to provide bikes for the children as part of that fundraising effort. Well, cool temperatures and crisp blue skies today, making it difficult for those who did decide to shave their beards. Bob Riggio in next with a look at your weekend warm-up right here on NewsCenter1.
I love a gourmet cheeseburger as much as anybody, and that's why we created the Pub Burger at Culver's.
My favorite cheeseburger starts with great beef. When you get that burger in your hand and the juices are flowing, you want to devour it.
Chef, we're going to make a pepper grinder Pub Burger.
I'm stoked, man.
We got a little Wisconsin Swiss and Wisconsin cheddar.
Those are the criteria for me. Fresh beef, bacon, Wisconsin cheese.
The 4 peppercorn mayo really sets this burger apart.
This is an ultimate bacon cheeseburger.
Our new pepper grinder Pub Burger. Welcome to Delicious.
Farmers are paying more attention to water quality and making it a priority.
Every farm is different and every farmer is different, but everyone wants to do what's right for the environment. We're conserving the water, the limited water that we do get, and we're not wasting it.
The individual farmer has to be proactive.
No-till allows our crops to use all the water that we are blessed to receive.
We keep water clean.
For the people of South Dakota, it's about doing the right thing.
I am Al Miron.
Steve Halverson.
Jeff Lochner.
This is farming.
Buy your new carpet at Carpet One's low prices and everything's included. Carpet cushion and installation for one low price. Plus, get 3 years no interest and a free iPad Mini 4 as our gift to you with minimum purchase. Carpet One's everyday low prices starting at $1.79 per square foot. Include professional installation and cushion at no extra charge. Carpet One also has big savings on hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl plank, and ceramic. Get carpet cushion and installation for one low price. 3 years no interest and a free iPad Mini 4 at Carpet One, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Well, I can guarantee a beautiful weekend this weekend. I cannot make that guarantee next weekend. Looks like we're going to get some much colder temperatures then, but not this weekend, folks. We're starting off fairly nice this Friday, 60 degrees the high temperature, 17 the low though. Let's see, that is below normal. Normal is 23, so we're about 6 degrees below normal as far as our low temperature is concerned. Nowhere near the record, 1959, 16 below. 644, sun up, 428. Yeah, the sun will be going down. We have no sun now, but got quite a large number of stars, 39. Winds are out of the south at 6. A little bit of a wind chill, feels like 35 out there. Here's the northern plains. You see quite a bit of clouds, Montana moving across North Dakota and now drifting down into South Dakota. All of the energy really is up to our north. We have a low pressure area. You can see it behind our graphic there in the front. That front will stay to our north. That's the good news. That means tomorrow's going to be another beautiful day, mild temperatures. We have high pressure down to our southwest, and that's in control. That means no clouds, plenty of sunshine tomorrow. And then Sunday, there it is, still affecting our weather. It's not going anywhere, and but there is another cold front out there, and that's going to work its way in here on Monday, and we'll begin to see some temperatures cooling off, a little bit of a cooling trend on Monday. Not this weekend, but Monday. High temperatures across the northern plains, yeah, there they are. A little bit cooler off to the east. 38 was the high in International Falls. Minneapolis, 45, but the warm temperatures right on through the Dakotas down to Nebraska, Kansas. Cooler temperatures in the Rockies, 50 degrees was the high temperature in Grand Junction, which is fairly warm for those folks this time of the year. Tomorrow we'll see some 60s and 50s again, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska down into Kansas. The International Falls will warm up a little bit, 46 tomorrow. Still in the lower 50s in Grand Junction. And Sunday, we'll see a few more 60s in South Dakota, West River particularly. 60 in Valentine, 54 on Sunday in North Platte. Dodge City, 60 degrees. Winds a little bit breezy, not so bad though, not too terribly bad. You can see we got some single digits, lower teens expected for those winds tomorrow. And then on Sunday again, generally in the lower teens and some a few little single digits. So the wind's a little bit breezy, as I said, but we're not going to see gusts of 30 to 35, 40 miles an hour. What do we got? This is going on right now, and there goes this front staying to our north. Plenty of sunshine all across South Dakota tomorrow. And let me get out of the way where that sun's going to pop up. There it is. There it is right there. Again, plenty of sunshine throughout the day on Sunday. So temperature is rather nice. High temperatures today across South Dakota, we have those for you. A little bit cooler in the eastern tier of counties, upper 40s there, but everyone else looks like 50s and lower 60s. And tomorrow, pretty much the same scenario, upper 50s, lower 60s, but those eastern tier of counties are going to warm up. They're not going to be in the 40s, they'll be in the 50s. And then on Sunday, they'll continue to warm up in the middle to upper 50s over East River, and we'll see some 60s around the Black Hills on Sunday. Here's the forecast for the Black Hills. Let's see what we got going for us. This is for Saturdays. We start this beautiful weekend. Lots of sunshine. 61 Spearfish, 56 Custer, 61 up there in Faith. Dupree, 60, 63 Belfouche, Sturgis, 61, Deadwood, 60 degrees. All those numbers above normal. 37 tonight, folks. Clear, cool, plenty of stars. Winds out of the west, 5 to 10. Tomorrow, 60, I believe. Yeah, a lot of sunshine, another mild day, and it's a great start to the weekend. And tomorrow evening, pretty much like tonight, clear skies, 36, should be quiet. And the 7-day forecast, we got that one for you. We're going to warm it up a little bit on Sunday, 63. And then we begin to cool it off, bring in the clouds Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 35 on Friday. That's the high temperature. There's a slight chance for a few little showers Wednesday, Thursday. This one sold out quickly. Get $20 of, get that coupon for 10. Take it to Paisanos Pachia and purchase $20 worth of food and drink. That was a great deal, and it was like all of them. They go quickly.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
Paisanos, they've got great stuff too.
I love Paisanos.
One of the most delicious spots in town.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob.
It's kind of hidden, you know. It's just not out there on the main drag. You got to look for it a little bit.
Those are the best.
All right.
It's a hidden gem.
There you go.
It is. Thank you, Bob. Still to come right here, scores and highlights from day 2 of the state football championships, plus the college basketball season officially underway. Justin has highlights of the Hard Rockers coming up next in NewsCenter1 Sports.
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
It's back. Nissan's holiday event, now with special Black Friday offers.
Right now, choose Rogue with 0% APR for up to 60 months, or get $500 bonus cash on Juke. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
54? 54?
Right here, dude.
Here's your Call of Duty Ultimate Care Package.
Nice package.
Thanks. Oh.
55. The ultimate care package. A Tex-Mex Bacon Thick Burger and chance to win Call of Duty Black Ops 3 prizes like an epic in-game weapon camo at Hardee's.
Want a smart way to dress up a room? Buy now and get a 3-piece package for as low as $199. Lots of rugs are half off. Visit Flooring America today to shop smart and buy smarter.
NewsCenter1 is now streaming live at 6 a.m., 5:30, and 10 p.m.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
It may be hard to believe, but the college basketball season tipped off tonight across the country, including right here in Rapid City. The South Dakota School of Mines men's and women's basketball teams open the new year at home tonight against Johnson and Wales. The Hard Rockers are excited about beginning their first year as members of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. First up, the women's game will pick up the action in the second quarter. Devin Ashe spins around and lays this one up and in off the glass. Hard Rockers extend their lead to 4. By the way, Ashe had 12 points tonight. Back the other way now, Allison Butler launches a 3 from the wing and sinks this one. That cut the Hard Rockers to lead to 1, 28-27. 3 minutes to play in the first half now. Rockers on the move. Mackenzie Becker comes up with the loose ball here. Then she gets the shot to fall. The School of Mines goes back up by 3. At the other end now, Kara McNiff misses the three-pointer, but Morgan Nelson with the rebound and the putback. Still just a 1-point ball game, but the Hard Rockers closed out the first half on an 11-0 run. Here, Callie Peterson of Sturgis knocks down the short jumper. 16 points on the night for the sophomore, and the School of Mines defeats Johnson and Wales tonight 86-62. Moving on to the men's game now, where the School of Mines also entertained Johnson and Wales, and these guys, you can tell they're ready for Christmas. First half action, Eric Seabury to Marco Pascolo of Italy. Pascolo for 3. That made it 10-6, Hard Rockers on top. Later on now, Jamal Taylor loses the ball. Andrew Romero picks it up and takes this one all the way for 2 of his 15 points on the night, and that tied it up at 10 apiece. The Hard Rockers quickly respond, though. Pascolo down low to a wide-open Brian Orr, who scores easily, and the School of Mines retakes the lead. At the other end now, John Trell Herman knocks down the three-pointer. However, the Wildcats still trailed by 1. Midway through the first half now, Pascolo with a strong move to the basket for 2. Pascolo finished with 13 points tonight, and the Hard Rockers tamed the Wildcats by 10. Final score 77-67. And the Black Hills State men's team opened the season tonight by hosting Presentation College. As you can see, the Yellow Jackets lose a heartbreaker to Presentation. Final score 75-74. Also in women's basketball, the Lady Yellow Jackets opened the season with a 69-47 victory over Presentation College. Bailey Kusser led Black Hills State with 14 points. Moving on to college football, after trailing by 11 at halftime, USC defeated Colorado tonight 27-24. Shifting gears to high school football now, to the championships continued. Hardin County squared off against Langford in the Class 9B title game. Langford scored first in this one. The Lions looking to add to their lead now. Chance Olson finds a wide-open lane and takes this one 16 yards to pay dirt. The two-point conversion failed, so Langford goes up 12-0 after 1 quarter. Lincoln Gibbs had a huge second quarter for the Lions. Gibbs threw a hole, and it's off to the races. Gibbs, an 82-yard touchdown run to make it 32-0. Gibbs rushed for an all-class record 350 yards and 5 touchdowns today. The Ranchers finally get on the scoreboard with 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Sam Podzamek hooks up with Clayton Cook for a 14-yard touchdown. Hardin County scored 3 more touchdowns in the second half, but it wasn't enough as Langford wins its first 9B state title, 52-28. Meanwhile, Winter quarterback Drew Demers threw for 2 scores, and Windsor Berry ran for 2 more as Winter beat Tri-Valley 45-6 in the state 11B title game. And in the 11AA championship, Yankton wins the state football title for the second year in a row. Yankton edged Pierre by a final score of 21-20 in overtime. And finally, in the ECHL, despite a great effort by Rapid City, the Rush fall to the Utah Grizzlies tonight 5-4 in overtime. The Rush have now lost 3 in a row. The two teams will square off again tomorrow night. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
Many people injured in a car accident are unfamiliar with the medical treatment available and how to pay for medical bills. At Moore-Faust Injury Law Group, we will help you obtain the medical care needed and seek payment of your medical bills and other monies you deserve. Get more.
Having problems fixing your piece of equipment? Come on in. Need some bearings or a custom hydraulic hose? Come on in. Are you in need of a part that's just not made anymore? We can machine one. Come on in. Are you in the market for a pressure washer or parts cleaner? Come on in. Need something welded or fabricated? Come on in. Some people don't really know what we do. If you are one of those people, come on in. Come on in to Adams ISC for all your industrial needs. We are located at 2090 Deadwood Avenue in Rapid City, South Dakota.
Our grand opening sale continues at Rushmore Honda. We're at our new location and we're celebrating with markdown prices. Shop over 150 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports and domestics, including over 50 Honda certified pre-owned. Buy an 07 GMC Sierra half-ton crew cab 4x4 $16,900. That's $3,000 below book. Or a 14 Mini Cooper Countryman all-wheel drive $23,500. That's $5,000 below book. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda off I-90 exit 60 on East Mall Drive and always online at rushmorehonda.com.
Pairing thick-cut onion rings with Angus steak. You've heard of that. But topping that tender steak and crispy onion ring with A1 Special Reserve sauce? You've never heard of that. Because that's never been done. Not until Arby's and A1 buddied up to make a sandwich like the world has never seen. Is anyone else freaking out about this? Arby's, we have the meats.
1 in 13 drivers in South Dakota have no insurance. If you are injured by one, the law requires your own company to pay that injury claim, not merely medical bills. Call Moore Faust Injury Law Group. Don't let your own company sell you short. Get more.
Well, we gave you a sneak peek at 5:30 of some of the mystery and magic happening tonight. J. Owen House, a renowned illusionist, performing tonight at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. Voted the best touring family show in Asia. Part of the magic includes wild animals, including 2 tigers, and to her disbelief tonight, our own Lauren Zenzi was sawed in half. That's something we had even mused about and talked about at the end of the 5:30 newscast tonight. We wondered if possibly that could happen. We had no. And in fact, Bob, you'll be happy to know we were the cause of her actually being called up on stage.
Oh, is that right?
And cut in half, because Mr. Owen House actually heard our conversation, and so he took Lauren up on stage and proceeded to make her part of the illusionist act. And so they did. They cut her in half. She says, even having been in the very middle of it, no pun intended, she still has no idea how they did that.
We're going to ask her when she gets,
I did.
You know, tomorrow. You did.
No, she was here tonight. She walked in and she told me what happened, and the first thing I did, I said, tell me how this is done.
Right.
I want to know. So she said she has no idea how they did it.
So what did she do? She just lay in the box, and that's all she did? And
she laid in the box, and next thing she knew, she was in 2 pieces, and search me, I don't know. We'll try to get a deeper explanation at some point and see what happened.
Well, it's a secret. We can't let out that secret.
That's probably true, too. Have a great night.
As a Ford employee, I get to give my friends a special deal on cars, trucks, and SUVs.
It's friends and neighbors pricing, and for a limited time, we're letting everyone in on this deal.
That doesn't happen every day.
And you can see the low price at Ford.com.
There it is. And that's the low price you'll pay.
It's that easy.
You don't have to negotiate. It's hassle-free.
It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone. Now with friends and neighbors pricing, you can get a new Ford for up to $10,388 below MSRP. It's an inside deal, now for everyone. Only at your local Ford stores.
Visit Pump House at Mind Blown Studio in historic Deadwood to see professional glass blowers at work. We offer a wide range of custom glasswork including ornaments, glasses, and vases. You can browse the gallery for gifts and decorations or have one of our artists make a custom piece just for you. You can enjoy a coffee and a sandwich from our Pump House deli while watching the artist work. If you're looking for a unique gift, a private glass blowing class, or something for the entire family to do, check out the Pump House at Mind Blown Studio on Sherman Street in historic Deadwood.
Welcome to your local source for health information. Main Street Market in Tuscany Square provides what you need to revive and invigorate your routine while adding variety and nutrition to your life. We carry smarter choices in health supplements, soaps and lotions, teas and coffee, herbs, and groceries. You'll even find various options of gluten-free goods and hard-to-find items. Our knowledgeable staff and extensive reference sections will guide you to exactly what you're looking for. Discover Main Street Market today.
With dual enrollment at WDT, you earn college and high school credit at the same time. And right now, dual enrollment classes are offered at a free or reduced rate and come with free books.
Online classes are great with
my schedule and having other activities, I can finish my work on my own time and get ahead of
Save time and money. Choose from over 350 classes, including transferable generals. Log on to wdt.edu to learn more. Get started today. Visit wdt.edu.